Hi everyone, Vicky here and welcome to Let's Talk United. In this video, we will be discussing about our new manager Erik Ten Hag. Before we go into this video, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your continued support. Please like, share and subscribe to Let's Talk United so we could keep on bringing the best content to you. Erik Ten Hag is the fifth permanent manager of Manchester United post Sir Alex Ferguson. Saf retired in 2013 when United won our last Premier League title. Then we employed Moyes. Then it was Louis van Gaal, Mourinho, Ole, and Erik Ten Hag will be the fifth permanent manager. You would all know that Carrick and Giggs were caretaker manager in between. So Erik Ten Hag comes with immense pressure, trying to bring back Manchester United to its glory days. We were consistently challenging for Premier League titles under Sir Alex Ferguson, and also we used to have a good run in the Champions League. Those two things have been non-existent post Ferguson era. We have been really scrapping to get into Champions League and Europa League places. So Ten Hag is somebody who would who has an clear emphasis on youth development. He has won many titles at Ajax and also plays attractive football. So this seems like a perfect fit for Manchester United. Erik Ten Hag has worked under Guardiola at Bayern Munich. He has nurtured some of the best young European talent, and his football philosophy in general, it's more or less like a combination of the Dutch total football. You could see a bit of Guardiola's play during his games, and also you could see a bit of pressing and counter pressing. Ten Hag's Ajax have been predominantly playing a 4-2-3-1 system this season, and usually they shift to a back three, or sometimes they can go on the attack, and usually they end up at 4-4 formation. So I did read an interview from Ten Hag where he mentioned that attack is the best form of defense, and and that it is difficult to score against them because they attack as 11 and also they defend as 11. So each and every player has a specific job under Ten Hag, and he expects them to do it with 100% discipline. So usually Ten Hag doesn't really rotate his players much. He has a very fixed first 11, and he usually sticks with it. And with the Dutch league, he had the liberty to actually rotate his squad on against a smaller team. So he was able to completely move from the basic 4-3-3 which Ajax used to play all these years, and he was able to implement a proper 4-2-3-1 system. The two central midfielders are very important, and they are expected to go through a lot of work with Ten Hag's system, and with Ajax he has turned to the rising stars Ryan Gravenberch and Edson Alvarez to do that job. That role is particularly as much playmaking as it is going to be box to box kind. The wingers are very aggressive, and the team is expected to win the ball back immediately after losing it. I expect to see United relentlessly pressing and counter pressing very high up the pitch once Erik Ten Hag settles in. Some at United will worry about how he plays, mainly because he likes both the fullbacks high up the pitch, and we don't really have much options there. it's the same with two the two central defenders. At Ajax he had Lisandro Martinez, who is linked with Arsenal now, and Jurien Timber, who is linked with United for the past few weeks. So he will definitely need two central defenders who are not only good on the ball, but also they would need pace. And I don't know if Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof has that pace to play in Erik Ten Hag's system. And talking about the striker, with United, we have just very limited option. I think Ronaldo would start almost all the important games. So any striker playing for Erik Ten Hag will be expected to fight with the opposing defenders, but also be an aerial threat in the box. While his goalkeeper will need to be good with his feet. The keeper usually starts the play. He plays out from the box, and the two centre backs would come short to receive the ball, or it would be one of the midfielders. And it used to be FDJ before, so I think that is one of the main reason Erik Ten Hag is actively pursuing him. He is going to be very important part of his gameplay for United. So Erik Ten Hag is gonna have a great challenge at Manchester United, but I'm sure that he is up for it, and he would have done his homework. He worked with Daily Blind at Ajax for 3 years, and also his boss Edwin van der Sar has been United for all those years. So I think he has an idea of how hard the thing is, and what are the expectations from the club, from the fans, and everyone else. So I personally feel there are a lot of good things that could happen, and it is going to be a fresh start. United are still behind our rivals in the transfer market, and I think Erik Ten Hag is particularly targeting young and hungry players who has who wants to prove at a club like United, Timber, Anthony, and FDJ. So I hope we could bring in good signings that would let Erik Ten Hag thrive. Talking about the players that are already in the club, so I think it would suit Cristiano Ronaldo. I personally feel it would suit Cristiano Ronaldo, mainly because last year you would see Cristiano Ronaldo receiving the ball 50-60 yards out, and previously when during his first stint he used to dribble past a lot of players, and he used to score a lot, but he doesn't have the same pace now. But in Erik's Ten Hag system, he would be receiving the ball closer to the goal. He would be getting crosses from his wingers, the fullbacks. So I think he can thrive. He would be an important part, at least for the next year, if he decides to move on after that. At Ajax, there usually is the case where the team loses the best players every season, and they have to sort of rebuild on a low level every time. But I think that wouldn't necessarily happen at United. So Erik Ten Hag can bring in his players, and he can work with them on a longer term. So I think that is a major difference with what he had at Ajax. And I personally think he would welcome this challenge in general. And I know a lot of people mention that why would someone want to come to United, maybe it could be the manager, or it could be the players. But I think for those who would want to prove themselves, right? And taking United back to where they belong is would be a great achievement. I think Erik Ten Hag would not have picked up this job if he wasn't sure he wasn't gonna succeed. So I kind of feel it is gonna be a positive start for Erik Ten Hag at United. He has a style of play. He can mold certain players. United have a good set of academy players coming in, so that's a big plus. I wouldn't say it would be like as good as what he got at Ajax, but I think it's somewhat close, one of the best in England. So going forward, I think if given the players he wants, so I think FDJ is someone he wants to build the team around. I think Anthony is and Jurian Timber is the other two he really admires, and if the club is able to give what Erik Ten Hag wants, I think like after a season or two, I think he would play his own style of football, and I think like we would be like close to challenging for the title going forward. Hope Erik Ten Hag stays for a longer term. We haven't had managers staying more than 2.5 years in the one after Sir Alex Ferguson left. Teams like Liverpool with Klopp and even Manchester City with Pep Guardiola, like he has given them literally everything except UCL, but still they have a long term project set up, and I hope that's going to be the case with Erik Ten Hag and Manchester United. To wind up, it's going to be a really exciting season. The transfer window is up and running. A lot of teams have already signed players. United are yet to sign anybody, but hopefully there are a lot of progress behind the scenes. So like our next video would come when we sign our next player. Hopefully it would be this week or next, and hopefully it is going to be Frankie de Jong.